When the 2000s rolled around, how did the beef with F13 and East Coast begin?
From my understanding, it was due to some drugs. Some drugs was confiscated, took it, bullied, jacked, however it was going down. But also, when it happened, it wasn't nothing going on. I think it was some call from up in one of them joints to actually get it cracking.
So the rumor was that there was a large amount of drugs.
Yeah,
It was a lot,
yeah. From what that was the rumor as well. From what I heard.
kilos,
Yeah.
and you don't think that have nothing to do with the war between F13 and East Coast?
Oh yeah, that's the number one. That was one of the main one reason.
And what happened to the friendships? Gone out the window? Was they trying to
But
call people and squash it? What happened?
from my understanding, the friendship it wasn't that deep, but that's when it was the green light was on from then. From after that it was on. Then the drive by. First it started with the fighting, then the drive bys, and casualties on both sides.
When did you first hear of the 6ix9ine assassins?
I will tell you, one of my homegirls. Matter of fact, one of my homegirls took us to this house. Somebody from 7-6, I forget his name, man. It was a bunch of Mexicans right there. They was cool. They was, and they was saying they was from 6ix9ine assassins, or I think I got into an argument with one because due to alcohol, and
Who was drinking? You or
yeah,
them?
no, me. I was drinking during that time. I stayed drunk, but yeah, it wasn't really because during that time you can walk through the neighborhood with your head up high, proud, nothing like it wasn't nothing. I used to get a lot of like 18th streets would ask me, "Ain't your name Buck? You from Florence, ain't you?" And come to find out, it was a dude from Florence named Taco. They called Buck that looked just like me. Being LIL from 7-6 and Cobra used to always call me that, because they was right there. Like 7-6 and Florence was right in the same neighborhood. But in our time, when there wasn't no Florence over there, like 6-4 came later. The other Florences that was there, they was, I think, termites, but it wasn't.
What year did you become familiar with them?
With the Florences,
The 6ix9ine assassins.
this had to be, oh my God, like 97,
Okay,
98, somewhere around
okay.
there.
And these dudes at some point became racial.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing a special on Fox News where they was hanging
Yeah,
monkeys
yeah,
on the
yeah,
porch and shit.
yeah. I seen that too. I seen that too.
What was it about them that made them like do something different from what we was used to?
I would have to say the dominance of us during the early days, because we dominated that area. Period. We was, we pushed the line. So after, when they put that on the news, it was, some, it was. I think it was more hate towards the homies opposed to just being the race, because to have that, to listen to that, and you can hear them say nigga, and that listen to Tupac and Snoop Dogg. I don't think it was racial at the time. It was just more of East Coast against Florence, and Bob's being black.
So they a clique of F13, right?
Yeah, the Aces. Yeah,
Do you think these guys, that new clique of them, you call them the Aces?
Asianos, Ace Assassins. One of them. There's so many cliques of them.
So do you think or do you know that if their parents was from F13?
Some of them, yeah, some of them.
So I know they got to be like, damn, what's going on with my
Yeah,
kids?
yeah, some of them, because like I say, even Quake, you know, they respected Quake, you know, like the ones that was Quake age, the vets, and you know, they respected Quake all day. And
Wasn't there a point in time, or have you ever participated when blacks used to beat up Mexicans,
yeah,
mostly Paisas,
yeah,
and
yeah,
rob them?
yeah, I would, yeah,
You think that have anything to do
yeah.
with the
It plays a role too as well. That played a major role.
So the
And,
parents probably told their kids the
yeah,
stories.
as time went on, as time, you know, yeah.
So do you ever sit back and just think like this is something that we created, or something that was going to happen due to the swelling of the Mexican population?
It's something that we created, and due to, you know, people say, oh, Fine Iron got their hood took, First Street got their hood took, and that's not true, because if you think about it, these opportunities, the generations didn't continue to flow. It was just that I'm moving to Riverside. The house is $100,000, and you know, as 15-year-old kid, we don't own that house. You know, so people start moving, and it was only a few left.
So when you say we didn't own them houses, does it ever occur to you that we was fighting over a neighborhood that we didn't own?
But that was, you know, that came later in the time as you grow. As you grow, you start to understand. Like I can hear people say, "Yeah, man, in '85, man, I had 200 racks, and today I ain't got nothing. We should have invested that, man. We went from shopping at Zodi's to, you know, Beverly Hills, and to have that money that quick, you ain't, you know, it wasn't no guidance with that money. That plays a major role in the sets too. Because if you think about it, as one Crip gang, like you from '60s, but your crew is, you got a crew over here, crew over here, crew over here, crew over here, and then this crew don't like this crew, but we from the same neighborhood, you know, because he making more money, or you know, shit like that, and that played a role.
Yeah. Who you got on your shirt?
That's Big Nip, Nipsey Hussle, man. I just, you know, one of the. I'm glad I was around when he was around. That's history, man. It's, you know, it's like Malcolm X. You know, like, cause he actually pushed the line, and it was real.
Yeah,
know?
Nip had a whole different mindset than us when we was at that age.
Yeah.
And so that go back to the Mexican population and cheaper houses out in the valley.
Yeah.
To where we were overtaken by population, but this dude seen that we can build and stay here and start businesses and all that type of stuff.
That's what I was, you know, he was an inspiration for real, not for play. And I'm a fan of his music. I never listened to, you know, the ones that they have on the radio, but every time I saw an interview and listened to him talk on different interviews, from Vlad TV to the next.
We're going to shut it off right now since you mentioned Vlad TV.
Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, man. Shout out to Vlad, man.
Yeah.
Bring your camera crew, Vlad, and your security, and sit back and let me do the work.
Yeah.
No, man. But on a more serious note, so when dudes got all that money, man, from that work, did relationships change in the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Or did they get stronger?
Relationships changed. A lot of it changed. A lot of the relationships, you know, changed. Yeah, I had a homie that, you know, rest in peace right now, but, you know, like if a car pull up and somebody jump in front of him to make a sale, he would shoot him if they argue with him, you know, shit like that. So yeah, it made a big difference, man.
So the money was a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, both.
Both,
man. It was both.
Man.
Yeah. It was both.
Yeah, a lot of nice cars ended up in the area.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah, it was.
A lot of dudes start going out of town.
Yeah, and one of the things with me, man, I didn't have a car. I couldn't drive. I didn't learn how to drive till '99. So I used to be I would catch the bus. I was comfortable. I would ride from everywhere. You know, I lived on 107th between Central and Hooper, right around the corner from the Circle City, Power Rules. Up the street was the Nickerson Gardens. Around the corner was, I lived on 76 and McKinley. You know, I remember, that was in 84 when I got out of YA. I broke the window on accident. And I used this board to put on the window. But when you walk by the house, it says 6 Deuce Neighborhood ECC on it. And I'm in Swanhood. And it was.
When you see on the wall, Nigger Killer from F13, how do you guys feel about the Swans getting along with those dudes?
Yeah, in my own personal, it was the see, people thrive with when your group is thicker. You know, more people. You know, oh, I don't like them either. I don't like them either. So, but they didn't look at. They was looking at let's just pop these dudes because we deeper. We riding with the Florences or we ride with such and such, and so they click up and you know just to kill them all. It don't matter what color or whatever, who's hanging with you. It's we ain't beefing.
So I hear a lot of opinions on the Rolling 60s as well and the Kitchen Crips. Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on that? That F13 and 60s aren't at war. Kitchen Crips and Florence not at war. Does it even matter to you? Or
no, it don't. It don't. Cause
so you looking more at it like it's a gang fight, not a.
Yeah, I look. That's how I looked at it, and since the time now, I just kind of step back a lot. You know, like because you Deuce is dying for the smallest thing, man. It's too many. You know, back in the day, it didn't matter. You know, when you was cripping, you know, it was about the color of the rag. You know, you can have on some holy shoes, but you had that blue rag. It distinguished us from being, back in the day, you could tell a cholo, a blood, and a crip, and that's how it was designed. Today, you can't. You know, you got motherfuckers in skinny jeans, because he got blue shoestrings in, he a crip, or he got red, he a blood. And that's one of them things that fucked everything.
Can you speak on when the war started with Avalon and Broadway, the 11 Deuce Broadways, and Main Streets?
I can speak on the Avalon. That was a personal issue between two dudes, one of my homeboys and one of theirs. That became personal, which it had to be around between 85 and 88, somewhere in that area. But with the rest of the Avalons, that beef wasn't really no beef until later on, because later on in the game. I mean...
Which particular set was it?
8-8.
8-8?
8-8 Avalon.
And it just trickled down to all East Coast and all that.
It trickled down. It wasn't nothing major, but it was there. It was in there, because only East Side Crips was fighting. It was East Coast and Kitchen, and that was just fists, nothing until the gunplay came a little later. But
so you guys consider Broadway as West Side?
Yeah, they consider themselves West Side. Yeah.
Why does East Coast claim East Side and one's on Broadway?
Because you have your neighborhood. It may start on you. This is the kicky spot. It's on Avalon. One time too hot, so we moved to San Pedro and street to street. Then we go back to, and you might in 2 years we back at the same spot. That's how the hood. It was like a rotation. It just rotated because of. Shit hot, there's a body over here and police won't stop, shit like that.
So what you doing nowadays, man? You still drinking?
No, I ain't had a drink, man, since April 2nd, 2013.